It is better to live your own destiny imperfectly than to live an imitation of somebody else's life with perfection.
In the tapestry of Hindu mythology, there exists a figure whose divine presence transcends time and space, captivating hearts and minds for millennia. Shri Krishna, the eighth incarnation of Lord Vishnu, embodies the essence of divine love, wisdom, and compassion, revered by millions across the globe. But why is he considered a supreme god? What timeless wisdom lies within the verses of the Bhagavad Gita whispered to Arjuna on the battlefield by Shri Krishna? Welcome to Myth Unraveled, where we journey into the depths of ancient mythologies to uncover their mysteries and meanings. In today's episode, we delve into the realm of Hindu mythology to explore the enigmatic figure of Shri Krishna, God of Love. To understand Krishna, we need to understand his origin first. The Krishna Charitas tells the story of Krishna's birth and childhood. Shri Krishna was born in the sacred land of Mathura, and his mother and father were Devaki and Vasudeva respectively. The story tells us that Krishna's mother, Devaki, was the sister of a tyrant called Kans, and during her wedding with Vasudeva, a message came from heaven stating that their eighth child would kill Kamsa. Kamsa, fearing his death, locked both Devaki and Vasudeva in the prison and started killing every child born from them. However, when Krishna was born, Vasudeva sneakily carried him away and exchanged him with his other child, leaving Krishna in his friends Nanda and Yashoda's care. Later, when Kamsa was about to kill the eighth child, the child transformed into the goddess Durga. Goddess Durga gave her revelation about Kamsa's death and left. Krishna's childhood was filled with mischievousness, wisdom, and devotion. From stealing the butter during his childhood to stealing the hearts of all the gopis during his teenage years. The playful exploits of Shri Krishna are talked about throughout our history. Out of many stories, one story is particularly popular about how Shri Krishna destroyed Indra's pride. Lord Indra was the king of the gods and controlled rain and thunderstorms. He lived in the sky on Mount Meru, where he ruled over all the other gods. However, Indra had several vices. He was so drunk on power that he forgot that even gods had karma. One day, when a heavy rainfall fell on Vrindavan, the villagers decided to hold a festival for Indra to thank him. When the villagers of Vrindavan were holding a festival for Lord Indra, Krishna emerged from his house and asked about the festivities. He was astonished to find out that all the villagers were planning this festival to pay obeisance to Indra, as they believed him to be responsible for the rains. Calling out to all the villagers, he told them that it was not Indra but a nearby mountain Giri Govardhan that was responsible for the great harvest. He reasoned that the villagers should be praying to Govardhan instead of Indra. Indra, the king of heaven, was furious with the inhabitants of Vrindavan for listening to the young child Krishna and worshipping the Govardhan Hill instead of him, and he resolved to punish them by sending dreadful rain clouds to flood the area of Vrindavan. As tremendous rains and thunderstorms destroyed the land, submerging it beneath the water, the terrified and helpless people of Vrindavan approached Lord Krishna for assistance. Krishna, who grasped the situation completely, lifted the entire Govardhan Hill with his left hand and held it up like an umbrella. All of Vrindavan's residents, along with their cows and other household possessions, took refuge under Govardhan Hill one by one. They stayed under the hill for 7 days, safe from the torrential rains and surprisingly unaffected by hunger or thirst. They were also astounded to see the massive Govardhan Hill balanced perfectly on Krishna's little finger. Stunned and astonished by the sequence of events, King Indra summoned the clouds of destruction back, halting the thunderstorms and rainfall. The skies cleared up and the sun shone brightly over Vrindavan once more. This was how King Indra's false pride was smashed to bits. He approached Lord Krishna with folded palms and begged pardon. Shri Krishna, as the supreme personality of Godhead, bestowed his grace on Indra and also informed him of his responsibilities. There are many more stories surrounding Krishna, including Mahabharata, the great war between Pandavas and Kauravas, where Shri Krishna explained his teachings to Arjuna, which later became Bhagavad Gita. We will discuss these stories some other day. Now let's discuss what Shri Krishna symbolizes. Lord Krishna is known by many other names: Bal Gopal, Govind, Kanha, Mohan, Muralidhar, and many more names have been given to him. Krishna places a peacock feather in his hair. Krishna's peacock feather signifies beauty and knowledge. Peacocks are the most beautiful creatures on earth and are known to be the most attractive birds. When Krishna was playing his flute on the Govardhan Hills, the lovely melody that flowed out caused the peacocks to dance in joy and excitement. They spread their feathers at the end of a long dance, and the king peacock donated his feathers as a gift with great humility. The Lord received it and wore it as a decoration. The peacock feather also signifies the purity of loving without physical desires. Krishna is a music enthusiast who is recognized for attracting everyone with his music, both living and non-living. During childhood, Krishna used to rush into the gardens and woodlands as a child, and he was always thrilled to demonstrate his appreciation for the plants and trees. Krishna raced into the bush one day and requested the bamboo tree for a tiny stem. The bamboo was so happy that he forgot about the agony he would experience cutting it. Krishna apologized for injuring the bamboo, but he pledged to cherish it and keep it close at all times. He cut the plant and turned it into a lovely flute. It was utterly hollow on the inside, but as Krishna began playing the melody, it began to draw all creatures to it. Everyone was ecstatic as they listened to the music. The color blue represents eternity, and who could be more authentic and timeless than the Creator himself? The whole region is covered with blue, including the sky, rivers, and oceans, and hence the portrayal is recognized as the divine hue of the Lord. Lord Krishna's blue color represents the expanse of his character, the depth of his vision, and the unerring timeliness of his actions. His blue hue spans the whole cosmos. The cosmos, or galaxy, is blackish or beyond human view, despite the millions of bright lights in the sky. Shri Krishna's birthday is celebrated as Krishna Janmashtami. People adorn their homes with flowers, diyas, and lights, while temples are beautifully decorated and lit. Lord Krishna's devotees celebrate the day with great devotion and reverence. Devotees perform Raslila to recreate incidents from Krishna's life and to commemorate his love for Radha. And since Krishna was born at midnight, an idol of an infant Krishna is bathed and placed in a cradle at that time. Shri Krishna has deeply affected us in the modern world. Krishna's teachings in the Bhagavad Gita have inspired countless philosophers, scholars, and thinkers across generations. Concepts such as karma, dharma, and bhakti devotion continue to shape philosophical discourse and provide a framework for ethical decision-making. Krishna's message of social justice and equality is reflected in movements advocating for human rights, environmental conservation, and social reform. His teachings on compassion, empathy, and nonviolence inspire individuals and organizations to work towards creating a more just and equitable world for all. As we come to the end of our journey into the mystical realms of the Lord Krishna, let us carry with us the timeless wisdom and boundless love that he embodies. Remember, the essence of Krishna's teachings lies not only in ancient scriptures but also in our daily lives. Thank you for joining us on this sacred journey. Like, share, and subscribe for more enlightening content on spirituality and divine wisdom. Until we meet again, may the divine presence of Lord Krishna bring peace and joy to your life.